Hello, Beez Bladers, and welcome newcomers to the channel. I got an exciting quick unboxing today of a budget knife. It only costs about 26, 27 bucks on Amazon, and I was curious to see how it's going to pan out. But before I do, I always have to say thank you to my subscribers and my patrons on Patreon and the new channel members. Yeah, that's right. We've got that join button, and if you're curious what that's about and what all the perks you get, you can tap that join button and see what the options are. See if you're interested. If you hit join, it doesn't join you, just shows you what the options are. All right, so let's get in here and see what this is all about. Today, I'm going to be using the ST301 by Sitivien. It's a pretty sweet knife, not too bad. This was another knife under $30 that I got of this brand, and this one is in 14C28N, so that's what's making me want to check out some more from this brand. All right, so here's the outside of the box. Sitivien ST109 folding knife. Something hiking survival army green, made in China. And this one here is super sharp, by the way. Let's get this sticker out of the way. Love these stickers. Get one of those when you join. All right, let's see what this looks like. Boys and girls, men and women. So there's what you get in the box. You get this little piece of like cut fabric, stretchy fabric. I'm not sure what it's made out of. It's not the normal cloth. But that's all you get in the box. And here is the knife. This is what it is. All right. Let's give you both sides views of it. It has a little bit of oil on it, so that's good. It's going to keep it from rusting. So there's this side, and this is an Axis style lock. Here's this side. If you want to take a screenshot, I'll clean it off for a screenshot for you. Let me clean it off real quick. Open up the blade, clean off the gunk. Now you can get you a screenshot. Now I know what the blade looks like. So there's this side. There's this side, ST109. It's D2 blade steel. There's what your top looks like. Oh, the tip looks really nice. It's pretty centered. Yeah, pretty darn centered, and that's a strong tip, not one you're going to break off easy. That's just something I noticed right off the get-go. Let's take a look at the blade. Look at there. Look at that. Nice flat ground blades. Almost a full flat grind. Not quite, but almost. Looks like it has a good grind on the edge there. Oh yeah, it's got some teeth. It's bitey. You know what? While we're at it, let's cut a piece of paper. I know you guys want to see what it cuts like right out of the box. Let's see what it does. That's a little rough. Okay, that's better. It's all about getting the right angle. Let's see what we do here. Okay, yeah, it's got a pretty good edge on it. Oh yeah, nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's get a quick screenshot. So I can't remember, I think this one comes in a couple different colors. This one's got the OD green going on, but I'll take you from one side to the other. That's a pretty nice looking satin blade there. Pretty nice looking pivot. Looks like a T8 and a T6 right off the bat. Pretty cool looking micarta. It's smoother than I like. I like a little more texture on my micarta. Got a lanyard hole going on. Let's turn it over and see what's on this side. Not a whole lot of branding. ST109 is the model number. Pretty cool. That micarta looks nice. It just doesn't have a lot of texture. It has some. It could give you some texture vision here. See there? It's not a ton, but it's not too hateful. So let's get some quick specs, because I don't have any specs, and I don't believe they were listed. So we'll get our own real quick. All right, what's she going to weigh? It's got some heft to it. I'm thinking, I'm going to guess about 4.5. 4.37. Hey, I'm getting better at this weight game. Getting better. All right. So let's get you some quick specs just so we have an idea of what we have here, okay? So real quick let's see what our total length is. Total length is about just over 8 1/4 inches. Your blade length is... Total blade length is 3 3/4, and your sharpen length is 1, 2, 3, about 3 3/8. 3 3/8 for your sharpen length. Your blade width is right on 1 inch. Your handle width, right here in the middle, is right on 1 inch. Handle thickness is right there, right on the 1/2 inch mark. Not too shabby. See what our close length is. What's the close length? 4 1/4. Oh no, 4 3/4. So nice. We're gonna have a nice handle going on. 4 3/4. See that? Do you see it? All right. Moving on. Real quick, let's see what the blade stock thickness is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It looks like it's kind of hefty. I'm gonna guess 0.13 on this one. What are we looking like here? 0.125. So yeah, 0.13 if you round it. So I was pretty close on that. Let's look a little more at the fit and finish here. So blade play left and right, 1 out of 100. I'll give it maybe a 1. If I really give it a lot of pressure, I can just barely feel it. That's pretty good. Pushing down, I'm getting no blade play whatsoever. No lock rock. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. As far as the finish, this is pretty nice. The liners are pretty nice. Now on the inside of the liners, they're not rounded off right inside here. They're a little squarish, but they're not sharp. They don't hurt my hand. The inside here, you can see that there's no milling out for weight reduction on either side, so you have full liners going on. You can see the inside of the Axis style lock where the lock bar is going to be right inside there. It's not too shabby. Now this pocket clip, we do have some mushrooms growing in the shade right there. I don't know if that's going to affect going in and out of the pocket, but we'll definitely check that out. You know we're going to check it. So overall, the fit and the finish look pretty good on this knife. Not a whole lot to complain about there. Let's get an idea of how thick this thing is. All right, I'm going to do some comparisons for you. Here is the Spyderco Tenacious. Got some thickness on the Tenacious. Now you can see right here, it's a lot wider than it is right here. It kind of dips in for ergos. We'll check the ergos here in a second, then it comes out. So it's a little thicker up here than the knife actually is per se. But one more time, there's the Tenacious. Here's the Spyderco Manix 2. If I can get them lined up. Considerably thicker than that. Here's a real common one, Spyderco Delica. Way bigger than the Spyderco Delica. And a QSP Penguin. So the Penguin's getting closer to that territory. But it has a lot of thickness. It's mostly just this scale material and this big, where the pivot comes up. It's kind of like a little volcano going on there. But I'm going to lay it out and let's see what it looks like next to some knives you guys are used to seeing. All right, let's line some up. Here's the Spyderco Tenacious and the Spyderco Manix 2. So you see, it's definitely a full-size knife we got going on there. Full-sizer. Here's the Spyderco Parrot 3 and Spyderco Delica. I try to throw several up. That way, if you guys have a knife that I'm showing, it'll give you an idea of its size. So you see we got a full-size handle going on. I'm curious about the ergos. Now here is one that I thought might be, it's another budget knife in the $20-something range. It's the Ganzo Firebird 727S and 440C. Considerably smaller. I always thought this blade looks like a miniature rat. Like a rat too. Here's the QSP Penguin. So there you go. There's some size comparisons for you. Quick housekeeping note, guys, don't forget, do me a big favor and just tap the like button. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. But hey, if you don't like it, tap down. All right, but make sure after the video to give me a comment. Let me know what you think about this knife. We got all kinds of more cool stuff to run through here real quick, but don't forget to comment after the video. Okay, so let's check out deployment. What kind of action we have here? So deployment, we've got dual thumb studs. Let me give you a look at those thumb studs. And you know what? These thumb studs look exactly like the ones on my QSP Hawk. I'm going to show you real quick. Where is the Hawk? Looks very, very familiar. So that makes me think it's from the exact same manufacturer. Look at that. So the QSP Hawk and those thumb studs look identical. I thought I recognized them. Ha! How about that? So let's give it a try. All right, pretty comfortable. Got this Axis style lock going on. I'm going to back out here. That way I have some room. All right, so it flips out. Okay, kind of stopped on me. It's got that little spring action once you get to the halfway point, and then it closes. You gonna hear it? There's that. So let's try it again. So you can definitely do the old flipperoonie. And Keep in mind, guys, this is a $26.99, $27 knife. You got an Axis style lock. It's pretty. Let's see if I can do it with just my thumb. Yes, you can do it with one finger. Can I do it with just, yeah. So that works pretty well. So you can flip this all day long. You know, you guys that are jealous of the folks with the 80-20, they go like this all day long. Well, it's kind of the same concept if that's what you want to do. So there's your deployment. That's mostly, can I pinch it open? Yes, I always appreciate that. So it looks like when you close it, you just give it just a little bit of wrist. See, if you don't, it's going to bounce against that spring, that springy spring. Let's take a look at this handle. How about the ergos? My hand from here to here is 4 inches. From here to here is 3.5. From here to here is 7.25. See what it looks like in the hand. Okay, that's pretty comfortable. I'm definitely feeling this clip. The clip's saying, hey, guess what? I'm right here. It's kind of grabbing my hand a little bit. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Maybe they could have placed it a little differently or not had it so wide. But I'm definitely feeling the clip. Again, don't forget, this is a sub $30 knife. Yeah, it's mostly the clip that I'm feeling. The edges right here aren't really chamfered per se. They're kind of 90 degree-ish right here on the edge. I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of 90 degree-ish. They're not sharp, but if they would have rounded that off, that would have made a big difference. But I'm able to get a nice full purchase on it. There's plenty of handle. And what kind of choil action we got going on here? So we have plenty of room for sharpening up here in this. I wouldn't call it a choil, but you can choke up. You can get up in there to do some finer cutting. That'll work. And this lock feels strong. I'm not getting any wiggle or any movement from it, so that's a good thing. So how are we going to do on, yeah, we can do some utility cutting. It's almost a straight back. It doesn't drop much, but it's still kind of a drop point. I kind of like that blade shape. That's not too shabby. But as far as the ergos, that pocket clip's kind of screaming out at me. Like, hey, guess what? So, you know, for everyday EDC use, it's not gonna bother you. You're not going around going, cutting through hard stuff. And I doubt you're gonna get, I mean, this would be a good beater knife too. You could just use the heck out of it, you know, 26 bucks. Or you could keep it for a lifetime if you don't use it hard. But I'm not seeing an issue with that. Fits in the hand pretty well. Nice full-size knife. Okay, what don't I like about it? Well, definitely the pocket clip is just kind of, it's kind of screaming at me. And then it doesn't look like we have a ton of room here. I'll definitely throw a clip of here of putting it in and out of the jeans pocket and see if those screws grab onto the jeans. Sometimes when you have these screws like this and not a whole lot of space, once your pocket gets to right here, it snags and doesn't want to get all the way up into that deep carry pocket clip. But, oh, we are also not reversible. So it's right hand only carry, right side only. So that might be a deal breaker for some of you. You do have your lanyard hole going on right there. But yeah, that would be one complaint. That pocket clip is the main thing that's really grabbing me, that it's uncomfortable. I can feel the inside of here is, you know, it's not sharp, but it's very, very pronounced on the inside of there if you're really gripping hard. But if you're just using it for everyday use, cut some cardboard every once in a while, that's comfortable. Not squeezing the handle, just holding it like this is pretty comfortable. So all in all, for 27 bucks, so far so good. You know, I'm liking it. D2 steel, I like D2 steel, holds an edge well. And if I'm not mistaken, Love Them Knives had these tested and they did come back as D2 steel. So there's a quick look at that. That's the ST109 Sitivien or Sitivien, however you want to say it. Here's that logo if you want to get a look at it. Or remember if I showed you. But let me know what you guys think on this budget knife. And I don't know. I'm kind of undecided on it. But for the price, you can't go wrong, you know. Axis style lock for $20-something. I mean, it's not too bad. Let me know what you think. But thanks, guys, for stopping by. Remember to always live life in the present. Keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.